Curse the gods above and the gods below, I say, because Asuma's been recording, having a fantastic time, opening chance cubes, and it's all gone. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft. That's right, I've been recording, and OBS was recording a black screen. It's something that happens with modded every now and then, and I'm going to have to recap our adventures at the beginning of the episode, which involved opening some chance cubes underground. There was bats with witches on top of them, which was just hilarious, and then I got inventory bombed, and my entire inventory got filled with dead bushes and thrown out. It was kind of crazy, and now we're going to risk it all again with another chance cube. You've also seen... Oh, okay. I was thinking, oh no, but then I was also thinking, well, I got these slime boots on, and then it was all an illusion. Wow, okay, that was kind of crazy. Where's my helmet? I don't want this creeper face on me anymore. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft. Let's jump over into our base area. It is a temporary base, of course, and you have the most awesome hat. In fact, all of the hats are pretty awesome. I want to collect them all. And as we kill these slimes over here, we're going to get loot bags, which is something we're going to be working on in this episode. Goodness me, you guys are a pain in the butt. We're going to change all of that, though, that's for sure. So you may have noticed there's some sugarcane over there, and you might be wondering, why does Asuma need so much sugarcane? Well, the answer is emeralds. You see, I wanted to upgrade my pick. I wanted to get some diamonds and some fancy armor, and I've actually gone and done all of this because I recorded a black screen. I feel so sad about it still, but it's all right. Right, that's the last of ya. So I was looking through the materials and new book. If we go to the materials section, we can jump to emeralds, and I was looking at the mining level. Emerald has cobalt, which is really high. It has some other features as well, but I wasn't too interested in reading about those. I was all interested in that cobalt. So I decided to ponder into this village, have a look around, and I found a villager with the paper trade. It's probably that chap over there. It's one of the ones who's been lurking around the water here a lot. Hi, there you go, the paper trade, the classic. So I got some sugarcane, got some paper, got some emeralds, upgraded the pick, went down below, started mining loads of stuff, upgraded it to fortune 3, and got myself a boatload of emeralds, which is just fantastic. And down there I found some chance cubes as well. It was all really cool stuff. What we're going to do now, though, is actually introduce the mega torch, which we are missing an item, that one. Bam. The mega torch will stop mobs spawning in a certain area. I also don't have any wood in my inventory, do I? I thought I was prepared, people. I thought I was prepared. Aha, there we go. The mega torch. This will stop spawning in a 64 by 64 area. The reason that I want to plop one of these down is because I want to protect these villagers. They just saved my butt, and they might do it again. I'm talking about that emerald trade. So this will stop them spawning. How high up it stops them, though, I don't know. It might be stopping... Well, apparently not, because one just wandered off the edge, or that one had already spawned. I don't know, but if it affects it, we will eventually remove this, and we might even move that up there temporarily, as we're going to be working up on that slime island today and making use of it. And that's because these guys keep dropping loot bags. Sometimes they're even epic loot bags, and you can get some good things from this over here. I'm not sure if I actually need any of those things, but one of the things that I got was iridium, and I had a look through the book, and unfortunately iridium isn't a particularly great material, but there's probably other ones that we're going to get from here that will be equally as good, and some of these have some really cool properties. So it just got me thinking, let's get on those loot bags. Those are going to provide us with tons and tons of different things. I've angered an enderman, people, and he don't want to cross this lake, which is just perfect. I wouldn't mind getting myself an ender pearl. That could be useful for crafting some stuff. And you didn't even drop one. Oh, what a cheeky fella. When you go exploring, you can find very strange things in FoolCraft. I'm not sure what that is, but they're on dead horses. How strong are these guys going to be? They might be... They're going back at it again. Okay. Well, I haven't found any more endermen, but I found this. And now it's like shooting at me. So I was hunting down the enderman in hopes of making this absorption hopper over here, but the more I thought about it, I realised this probably isn't the way to go for collecting items. We'll probably end up actually using vanilla hoppers. Now, put down a mega torch on top of this slime island up here. We're going to transform this a little bit, and then we're going to use some of these mob fans in order to push the slimes into our iron spikes, which will then get them to drop some loot bags. So we need redstone and iron, simple stuff right there. Now when we go to these modifiers, you'll see that it uses feathers, which means we need to farm some chickens. And I happen to remember something, that these nesting pens right here will actually collect the feathers for you. So if we get chickens in there, they'll passively create them, which is awesome. It requires egg nests, which requires hay bales. So we'll come back to that in a second. First of all, though, if we look over in that direction, there appears to be some sort of floaty island. When I go to the top left of the screen, you're going to see it's a bunch of trees. We have to investigate that. Why is it up there? I don't know. Also, there is a cloud over in that direction. And then there's something else over there as well. Oh, actually, that's another slime island. I remember now. So, luckily for me, we're in a village, which means there's already planted crops everywhere. I've activated this little field again, and a few of the other ones around here have wheat as well. So I need to gather some more seeds, get the wheat growing, then we'll be able to craft the hay bales. And I've also made myself some animal nets as well to go around and find some chickens. Now, there were loads of cows and pigs in this area, but I don't recall seeing any chickens. So it sounds like we might be going on an expedition again, adventuring through the wild, hoping to find some chickens. Mr. Upside Down Pants on head covering your eyes. I want that hat. Also, Chance Cube, please don't be terrible. Oh, it's just an explosion. Oh, I was about to say no chickens yet. Looks like we got our first one. So today is working out pretty well. I've just been for a run and then I've had some food to eat. And while I've been doing that, I've left myself logged in, AFKing in the building and letting all of the wheat grow, and then popping back on here, replanting stuff and crafting more nesting pens. Look at how many we've got now. We've got our glowstone chicken over here as well, who's yet to lay any glowstone, unfortunately, but they're producing feathers for us. You probably saw it in my inventory already. We got stacks of the stuff, which is fantastic. And as well as that, I'm also going to make an emerald shovel, because now that we got the feathers and all the materials we need to craft the stuff, we need to go up there and work on the island. So I don't know if this emerald shovel is going to be any good. Let's take the headpiece and chuck it into here and see what kind of options it's got. That is a pickaxe. Yep, of course. And those things... Oh no, that's the correct way around. You put that on the end of it. Okay. And there it is. How many modifiers? 4. So we can put 4 unbreaking ones on straight away. That is pretty superb. So up the top here on our slime island, we got all the resources we need. Redstone, feathers, iron, also slabs as well. And the slabs, I believe, are just for crafting this block. We're going to make one of those for now. Apparently we can make 7 in total. And then we also want to make up some upgrades. Now, I can never remember. Me and my poor old brain, I can never remember. 1, 2, 3... I can never remember what the distance is. Like, it says width modifier +1. Is that 3 in each direction? Or is it going to be a half a block if it divides it between the two? This one, though, is pretty straightforward. It's going to add 10. Although I still need to measure it because I don't know what the default is to begin with. And we need some more iron. Right, I got a quest complete. And I just threw all those items down to the bottom of the world. Oh, things never go smooth when I play this game. So I lost my train of thought doing that, but it's a simple game of counting. So there's our mob fan, here is our upgrade, and I'm pretty sure... Do you know, I'm not going to risk it actually, I'm going to move that back a little further. Okay, so if we give this thing a whack... It was worth moving it back, wasn't it? It was worth moving it back. It comes all the way out to about here. That is very good to know. Now, what I was originally picturing us doing was making a row of these... and then having it drop down and then having a second row, but it comes quite a ways over here, and I think we probably don't need to faff around too much to get the extra spawning space. So maybe or maybe not I'll do that, we'll see. Now all we've got to test is width, which should be relatively easy from here, because all I've got to do is walk forward a bit. Oh, I didn't put the upgrade in. Alright, I've taken the other one out. The width is 3, so let's say it's here. Look at that, interesting. So it's 3 on each side, right? Yes, it appeared to be so. Okay, so we can craft a couple more of these, put them in the correct place, and start building this thing. Just for reference, that is 16 blocks away. So the original push distance is 6. And also we had that quest. Now I was messing around with this a little bit, And eventually it ended up seeing that we had completed this. I don't know what I did because originally it said incomplete. And we get to claim some upgrades, which I haven't done before. There we go, we claimed our first quest reward. Excellent. We're not going to use the height upgrade, but this one will come in handy. Looking pretty clean, looking very different though. And this thing's almost ready to go. We've got a little bit more work to do first. And if you remember there was a pool of slimy stuff in the middle, well, I picked some of it up with my buckets thinking that might be useful later. And then I figured, why don't we just cover over the top and leave it there? It's not going to be a bother. And that's me trying to do things faster, as the old me would probably want to fill it all in and make everything symmetrical and all of that. So you can see we've got slabs over the back here. That's to stop the mobs spawning in this area. No need to dig away the whole thing. And then we've got these mob fans, and we can turn them on and off. And we've got a little walkway around the side here. So the fence posts are there to keep the slimes from going off the platform. They're going to get pushed all the way, I believe it is to either here or in front of that block. I can't remember. I'll have to do a test on myself again, but what we're going to do is put some spikes here, okay? And then in front of those spikes on the ground we're going to have a row of hoppers, and where they meet at the middle they'll go off in this direction. And you're all probably going to tell me about some amazing modded stuff that will do the job even better. Well, when it comes to vacuum hoppers and stuff like that, we just don't quite have the resources. So I've got loads of iron, we're going to use that, and the spikes that we're going to put down, I believe, or I've been told, that these stone spikes won't drop loot bags, that it has to be something better, either a gold or diamond. I'm going to do a test though, and hopefully it works with iron spikes. For this test I created a void world, although it doesn't appear to be a void world. I guess modded can't generate those. Right, so we're going to spawn one over here, and I had a feeling that might happen, it might just run away. It's taking damage rather slow. No loot bags from that one. None from those. Right, I'd say that's a reasonable test. Don't see a single loot bag. Now let's try it on the iron over here. Died straight away, died again. No loot bags. Okay, yeah, definitely no loot bags. Also, what is that? Decorative slime statue. I definitely want to get myself one of those on the FoolCraft server. Well, looks like it's going to be gold or diamonds then. Okay, literally as soon as I start doing this on the diamond ones, I see loot bags everywhere. So it looks like we're going to have to go with diamonds, which I think means I'm going to modify my idea for the farm design. That is an insanely cute hat. I hope to find myself one of those, that's for sure. Also, bunny ears. Giant bunny ears. Oh, lovely. Check it out, there's a butterfly over here. This thing was flying in my face a moment ago. So if you're a slime hanging around up here, or just a regular mob, maybe they can spawn up here too at night time. You'll get pushed into this 2x2 space as soon as I go outside of it. Well, I have to be where that fan is. You can see that I get nudged back, all the ones on the side. Right, so that makes this the place to put the spikes. We're going to have cobblestone underneath them, and around them we're then going to have hoppers. Now what I might want to do is also have hoppers in these spots as well. We'll see how the efficiency of this thing is. I've also made 2 diamond chests. Now originally I was going to go with some basic drawers, but then I realised there's more modded tech that we need to get into, and I want to keep things really simple as we start here. So that provides a ton of storage space, and maybe what we can do is then attach like Ender IO conduits to it and move it into something else after. Do I have any more slabs? I need a couple more slabs. Right, so now I can jump up here and hopefully place those hoppers, because they've got to go in like that, yeah, and I'm getting pushed back a little bit. I haven't put all the upgrades in yet, so it won't be too tricky, but once I've done that, we're going to put the diamond spikes in, and then it's time to put in the upgrades, and I don't think there's too much else for me to do at this point, other than test the thing, so we can break the mega torch, and what we're going to do is create a ladder that goes up above the platform. I've made a little viewing window here. I think we can actually stand on this spot and walk into the spikes, although I'm not taking damage. Oh, that's a point. They might need to go on top of the spikes. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. It might need some redesigning and stuff like that. So anyway, what we're going to do is start pillaring upwards, but I'm going to tell you something, okay? In this game, mobs will instantly despawn when they are 128 blocks away from the player. So if we go 128 blocks above this, that would be bad. If we're just a little bit lower than that, then the slimes won't despawn, but everything else in the world will. But then I was thinking, well, we need to think from the surface. So we need to be 128 blocks away from the surface down there. We're already about 60 blocks up. And then we've also got a mega torch down there. That means there's already not going to be mobs spawning in that area down the bottom there. So in other words, we're probably not actually going to need to pillar up that high. I'm going to go up by about 40 blocks, I reckon. And hopefully while we're up here, we'll see some spawns. However, Stress is online as well, which could mean that she's got mobs in her area. Probably tons of bandits, because those things are forever spawning. Okay, this is a little too much fun, but I love the way the world gets foggy like that. Very cool. And I've been staring at this thing. A moment ago we had a couple of spawns, then it died down, and then you get one or two more. And what you can see from up here is the slimes going into the diamonds, and then a bunch of particle effects as well. So this is definitely working. We're going to drop down here now and see the spoils of our hard work. That's interesting. Right. So some stuff makes its way down here. I've got my decorative slime statue. That's fantastic. But that makes total sense. They're dropping on top of there, and we don't have a way of picking them up. Now, thinking vanilla, hopper minecarts hidden down here inside the diamond spikes may be the way to go. Although these damage entities, so maybe it would destroy them. Can I stand here? I can stand here and pick them up manually at least. Hi. Hello, I want that one there. So it's just a case of my inventory being full, so we picked up a few more of those. Well, we definitely need something else here to help with this. I'm glad to see that there aren't items over on the edges there, but a thought just crossed my mind. Can we throw an item? Okay, I think the hopper picked that up first, actually. Let's throw an item from over here. No, okay, I was thinking that the fans might have pushed the items into there as well. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. I guess the fans push them into the middle enough so that all the drops are going to be here where they die. So the hopper system is working, but unfortunately we're going to lose a few items. Hey, I hear something squishing behind me. I've seen something die. Okay, that means that they can spawn when I'm on the platform. Interesting stuff. This next step we're going to go super manual for now, simply because I have only so much time to make these episodes with. Right. I think if I place you there, aha, you're going to face in that direction. So what I need is a block behind it to place it on. That's the way that mod works. It's kind of weird, you know, all these different mods have different ways of doing things. Is it what way you're facing or what way you put the block against? What we're going to do is take out the commons. In fact, we'll just take them all out for now. I think what I want to do is start off with the common. I've got to be careful here that I don't mess this up. And put that into there. Right, that'll now compact commons up to the rare loot bag, which we'll take out and we'll put the rare ones in there. Nice, and that gives us the epic. So I can manually put some of these in here, you see? Like so. And that means I can take a rare loot bag out, and now it's emptied it, which ain't so great. But yeah, we can compact it up. And already, actually, I got a legendary loot bag. Let's open this one together, peeps. What's going to be in it? Oh, hello. Hi, and a couple of ingots. Well, let's crank this thing open together then. We've got an alright sword. We could do with a better one. I love seeing this thing animated. It looks so cool, doesn't it? What do we got? It's green. I reckon it's going to be venomous. It's just a vine sword. Its attack damage is 9. Jeez, and that one's 11. So, basically, it's rubbish. See you later, buddy. We are going to try something. It could go horribly wrong. Oh, I think... Oh, no! I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be in here. Hi. Very bad. Very bad. Okay. Okay. Your eyes do not deceive you. I am eating a slime ball. That is strange. I get jump boost free and slowness free. And it changed my field of view. Well, what I was trying to do there was hold down forward and land in this gap here. But I kind of chickened out of holding down forward. And then I messed everything up, didn't I? So you can stand in here. I was just trying to land in it. So I've been up the top for a while. I came down here and compacted the massive amount of loot bags that there were down there. And it seems like only a couple of things have spawned. But we have ourselves a boatload of these legendary loot bags. And we've also got some more over here. So I figured we'd crank these open and see how our hard work has paid off. Right, we got a weapons case. We are also going to look in here and see the spoils of our plunder. But what weapon? Phase blade. That sounds amazing. And it's 9 again. It's rubbish. Go away. In here we have an ender pearl and a blaze powder. Combined together we'll make the eye of ender so we can get the absorption hopper, is it called? And yeah, get the items that way. So we can upgrade this system already. We got a storage upgrade, not terribly interesting. That's a lot of compressed cobblestone inside a single block. Bag of holding. There was something else interesting in here, wasn't there? I'm staring right at it. The log chicken. So another chicken we're going to go and put down in a nest. We got some wheat for that, so that's terrific. But a couple of those actually came from the epic loot bag. This one here. So I'm going to nab. There we go, free. That's all we can take and see what we got going on here. Anything good? Diamond building one, thank you very much. I'll take that ingot as well. Yeah, not so great. So while I've been AFK up there, all of the wheat has grown. We can probably just hang out down here as well and we'll still get slime spawning up the top. So that's fantastic. I've set up our log chicken over here. I do want to use the chickens to get resources this season. We avoided that one last time. This time I think I've changed my mind. Plus they've kind of been pretty useful so far for us, haven't they? So I did say every time I was on here I'd try and do Bailey's Dailies. And I've actually checked this out ages ago and I was like, oh no, sea lanterns, clownfish, 64 fish, you got to do a lot of fishing. Oh, 192 actually, not 64. I didn't really fancy it, but we can do the circuits schmirkits? Circuit schmirkits. It makes much more sense when you say it. But 30 XP bottles, that's actually kind of a cool reward, especially if I'm going to do any more enchanting, although I wouldn't be surprised if it won't be too long before we overtake all the need for any vanilla stuff, you know, although I've got my shiny armor sorted out, and we've had fun on the server today setting up an amazing farm for the loot bags, which is going to provide us with tons and tons of resources. And I'm farting. That is going to be it for me this episode of FoolCraft. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like on the video, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.